Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live. It's CONCACAF After Dark, that's for sure, as Honduras take on Grenada. These are the final two teams in the CONCACAF Gold Cup to play their opening matches. It's late night from BBVA Compass Stadium in Houston, Texas. The coin toss takes place at midfield between the two captains as we get ready for kickoff in Texas. First to the starting lineups, first for Honduras, who are led by head coach Fabian Coito. It is Luis Lopez in goal. Four at the back. The fullbacks are Kevin Alvarez and Diego Rodriguez. The two center backs, Felix Crisanto and Minor Figueroa. Meanwhile, the four in the midfield are Walter Martinez, Davy Flores, Boniek Garcia, as well as Alexander Lopez, as well as Edwin Solano. And then it's Alexander Lopez and Jerry Bankston up top for this Honduras side. Meanwhile, for the underdogs, I'll get to that in a moment. Fernando Guerrero is the referee tonight. He's from Mexico. It's a Mexican and Canadian assistant referee. And getting into the Grenada starting lineup as well, it is Michael Finley in charge of this side. Reese Charles Cook in goal. The four at the back are Tyrone Sterling, Omar Beckles, AJ Patterson, and Aaron Pierre. The three in the midfield are Shavon John Brown, Regan Charles Cook, and Oliver Norburn. And then the three up top are Jamal Charles, Jacob Berkeley, Agai Pong, and then Benjamin Etienne on the right side. So that's how Grenada line up tonight. We're ready to kick things off. 10:20 local time, 11:20 where I live here on the East Coast. But who doesn't like some CONCACAF After Dark? A decent crowd as well, considering how late this match is kicking off. The reason this match is kicking off this late is because the first Group D matchup of the night in this doubleheader at BBVA Stadium was delayed by nearly 2 hours due to lightning in the area. It was supposed to start at 6 p.m. local time, didn't start until shortly before 8. And that was, of course, Qatar against Panama, the game of the tournament thus far. 6 second-half goals. All of the goals came in that half. 3-3 was the final score. Hopefully we can get something at least partially similar to that, although that will be a tough ask. We'll see how this one plays out. Final game of match day one at the CONCACAF Gold Cup. We're off and running. It truly is CONCACAF After Dark, an 11:20 Eastern time start. 10:20 local time in Houston, about as late as a start this game could have. And thank you, J.A., for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Honduras in white, Grenada in white and yellow tonight. Gotta say, those Grenada jerseys are pretty sweet. This is just the third meeting between these two sides. Honduras won both of those meetings, outscoring Grenada 11-1. Your parents are from Honduras? Very good, very good. So we know who you're pulling for tonight. Honduras certainly the favorites tonight, in hopes of raising a trophy. Honduras have come close on multiple occasions. Can they pull through in this tournament? We'll see. They did have a successful, I think it's fair to say, Nations League. And this is a shot from distance, just flashing wide. An early chance for Grenada. And it wasn't too far off the mark, was it? Honduras made it to the semifinals of the Nations League. Played the U.S. tough. It was a 1-0 defeat. Michael Finley, by the way, is just in his 5th game as Grenada head coach. 1 win, 3 defeats. It's a Grenada side who, due to COVID, haven't played that much at all since 2019. In fact, just 5 games in that span since the pandemic really hit. Thank you, Gisero, for tuning in. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hope I'm not butchering your name. Unfortunately, I cannot show the game for copyright reasons. YouTube does not allow me to. YouTube would be all over me if I showed the game. So I can't show it for copyright reasons, unfortunately. I apologize. I would if I was able to, but I know YouTube's very strict with copyright, so I am not able to, unfortunately. But if you do live in the United States, this game is on Fox Sports 1. Fabian Coito in his 20th game as Honduras head coach, 7 wins, 6 draws, 6 defeats. It will be a Honduras set piece from the near corner. Standing over it is Alexander Lopez. Lopez, the out-swinging delivery, headed away, and maybe a breakaway here for Grenada. Streaking forward and taken out in the midfield is Jacob Berkeley. Berkeley, a guy pong went down, and a foul was called as expected, as he is a bit slow to get up. Or it actually looks like Shavon John Brown was the one who went down. A tactical foul, that from Honduras. Oh, okay, Shavon Brown was down behind the play. And then it was Berkeley, a guy pong, who got taken out. You subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you understand that I'm not able to actually show the game. But I do bring you play-by-play commentary of all the action. That Qatar-Panama game earlier, the game of the tournament, a thrilling 3-3 draw as both teams split the spoils. And that means if there is a winner tonight, that team will jump atop the table, 2 points clear of both Panama and Qatar. This is a dangerous delivery to the back post. Getting a piece of it was Luis Lopez, the Honduran keeper. And that's turned over, a clean takeaway. Grenada could have a chance. Crossed into a dangerous area, but Lopez makes sure he gets both hands on that ball before a touch came from the runner, which was Tyrone Sterling, the left back. How are you doing, Kathleen? Thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, very late start, but I'm glad you're tuning in. It's CONCACAF After Dark, that's for certain. Yeah, a late start. This game was supposed to start at 8:30 local time, 9:30 Eastern, but it was pushed back about an hour 45, well, an hour 50 minutes due to lightning, which pushed back the opening game of the night. Of course, it was a doubleheader in Group D tonight in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. And maybe I should have done that game, huh? It would have been earlier, and it was a thrilling 3-3 game. But, oh well, here come Honduras in the 5th minute. This cross swung in. It comes back out for Lopez. Grenada with a couple of takeaways early. However, this is quickly won back. Flores has it. Grenada aside, who are back in the Gold Cup for the first time in a decade. It's just their 3rd appearance in the tournament. But they do have prior experience at the Gold Cup. Not this bunch of players, though. Davy Flores once more, now finding Walter Martinez. Honduras, the seeded team in this group, due to finishing first in their group for the CONCACAF Nations League. Dangerous ball to the back post, but good goalkeeping from Reese Charles Cook. Jerry Bankston leaping up for the header. Bankston, the former New England Revolution player here in MLS. The Revolution, as you guys can see, my local MLS club that I support. And I remember Bankston back in the day. This is now Minor Figueroa. This is about as late as the game could start, quite frankly, as this ball ends up deflecting into the path of the runner Edwin Solano. But once more, it's Charles Cook, the goalkeeper, off his line and there to claim. He's looked comfortable in goal so far tonight. Now a foul called, as I mentioned earlier. Fernando Guerrero of Mexico is tonight's official. Free kick to Honduras. First set piece from a promising position for either team. And it comes 7 minutes into the match. Honduras looking to get off to a strong start. And standing over the ball is both Lopez and Flores. Davy Flores has it. And that's a cheap giveaway by Crisanto. Grenada, however, turn it right back over. A bit sloppy early on from both sides. It's probably one of the latest matches, or if not the latest match that any of these players have ever played in their careers. Now a long-range effort. Wide from a distance. It was Lopez going for goal, and he seems quite angered about something. Grenada actually participating in their first Gold Cup match in exactly 10 years and 1 month. It was 2011. Last time Grenada were in this competition. This is Group D from Houston. Charles Cook will take the Grenada goal kick. It's a low-driven ball up the middle. This is sent out wide. And now passed forward. In pursuit was Oliver Norburn. Knocked out a play by Felix Crisanto. Honduras surprisingly have been eliminated in the group stage in 2 of the last 3 Gold Cups. It's a Honduras team who have underwhelmed in the last few editions of this tournament. Honduras U23 side will be participating in the Olympics later this month, and actually a couple weeks' time. They beat the U.S. in the Olympic qualifying down in Mexico back in March. This through ball dealt with by Reese Charles Cook. And now it's sent out wide. In possession is Jacob Berkeley, Agaipong. A challenge there. Clean according to the official. And now Grenada attacking down the right wing. Pass into the middle, turned over. Honduras looking for a counter. This goes out wide. On the right touchline, it's Walter Martinez. Martinez in stride, taking it to the middle of the field. Now laid off to Figueroa. Pass out wide is missettled, and it will be a throw-in for Grenada. Over to take it is Benjamin Etienne. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Just over 10 minutes into the match. In fact, 11 minutes past here in Houston. No score early. And that will be a foul called against Crisanto. Reese Charles Cook will go all the way up to take this Grenada set piece. 3 players in this starting 11 for Grenada are making their first international appearance. It's a very inexperienced side. And in a big tournament like this for Grenada in the Gold Cup, for 3 of the starters to be making their first appearance with the national team, that is quite something for those players, as the cross is delivered from the left wing, easily dealt with by Charles Cook. 12 minutes gone. It's a nice turn. Passed ahead. Maybe a chance. One-time shot is wide. It was Jamal Charles with a defender right on his tail, getting the shot away. Just not quite able to find the target. He took it early. And on replay, it looked like it might have taken a slight deflection off of Figueroa, but a goal kick was awarded. Jamal Charles of Grenada, 26 caps, 14 goals. He is their man up top. That delivers. Honduras will have to watch out for him. What's going on, Nate the Great? How are you doing? My day has been great. Thank you, Brayton, for also tuning in here on YouTube. Much appreciated. I've been doing well. Had a pretty good day. And now ready for some CONCACAF After Dark here in the Gold Cup. The final game of match day 1 as Group D activity continues. This game kicking off at 10:20 local time in Houston after a 2-hour lightning delay delayed the pushed back the kickoff of the opening game tonight between Qatar and Panama, and as a result, bumped this game back an hour and 50 minutes. But here we are. Oh, you're friends with Ethan. Okay, very good, Brayton. Yes, yep. Yeah, Ethan has tuned into my streams the last couple of days. I appreciate you tuning in. Yep, I am. Yes, Nate, I am a New England fan, as you can see. You're an FC Dallas fan? Very good, very good. Oh, and right on cue, Brayton, there is Ethan. How are you doing, man? You haven't missed much. Grenada actually had a pretty decent chance moments ago, but the effort was wide from Jamal Charles. 15th minute. Grenada do have a free kick. Nate, FC Dallas they have a lot of good young players, but that hasn't translated, has it, lately to their, to playing well in MLS. But they have a great academy and a lot of good young players. So you're doing well. I'm doing well also. I mean, this is late night action, CONCACAF After Dark, as we're calling it. After a lightning delay, pushed back both matches, and that is turned over. Grenada could have a chance. Charles driving forward. Now it comes back to John Brown, edge of the box, header away. Grenada regain control, but that's a good slide tackle by Davy Flores. Yeah, I know, Nate. The Revs are the opposite. We were really bad for a couple of years, but now we're actually doing pretty well. First in the East, so although you guys beat us the other week, or was that a draw? No, I think you guys won, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been a draw. Kind of surprised I'm calling this game with the weather delay. Yeah, I am too, but hey, why not? What's going on, Anton? How are you doing? Lawless. What, Alexi Lawless? About 16 minutes in. By the way, Grenada's head coach Michael Finley was the interim head, or rather, he was an assistant coach for Canada, I should say, from 2016 to 2017. So for a short spell, he was the assistant on Canada's coaching staff. Meanwhile, here is Chris Santo. Ahead for Walter Martinez. Great ball movement from Honduras, edge of the box. The pass just off the mark, but now Honduras regained possession, taken to the end line. Kept in play, but no support. Grenada clear. Now it's a bouncing ball in the midfield. Claimed by Flores, who sends it back to Luis Lopez, the Honduran keeper. Yes, I believe you are right about that, Nate. Yep. I know Honduras and Grenada have faced off twice, and I should say, in the combined score of both of those games was 11-1 Honduras. So, yeah, it's definitely Honduras who are the huge favorites, as we all know. But, we'll see what can happen here. Could Grenada pull off the huge upset? You never know. What's going on, Vaughn? How are you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by, Vaughn. I guess it's still a reasonable time for you, Vaughn. It's late night here on the East Coast. But hey, I've got nothing going on tomorrow morning, so. Plus, I'll be up at strange times for the Olympics as well, so I guess this is preparation for that. As that's headed out of play by the left back, Diego Rodriguez. A throw-in coming for Grenada. Yeah, it's still early for you out on the West Coast, but we're 21 minutes away from midnight here on the East. Throw-in taken by Benjamin Etienne. Grenada have it back. The through ball cut out. Nice work there by Flores. Benjamin Etienne on Grenada, making his third appearance for the side. He's the youngest player in the Gold Cup at just 18 years of age, and he gets the start tonight. Yeah, absolutely, Ethan. The Olympics will be on at crazy times for sure. Essentially through the night, so that'll be interesting. This is sent wide for Solano, and now the cross is cut out by Grenada. The touch there came from Omar Beckles. Okay, you live in the Central Time Zone, Nate. Yeah, that's where this game's taking place in Houston. You just got done watching the MLB All-Star Game. Yep, I caught a little bit of it. The NL won again, huh? I feel like they've won it, like 7 or 8 times in a row now. Now down the left wing, it's Grenada. I meant the. By the way, I meant to say the AL, not the NL. The AL won. I think it was 5-2, right? The final score. I was checking in on the game, but yeah, the AL seemed to win it all the time. Meanwhile, a player down for Honduras. It's 8 in a row. Wow, yeah, that's wild. Oh, yeah, heavy challenge. Walter Martinez is the injured Honduran. By the way, for Grenada, the two brothers, Reese Charles Cook and Regan Charles Cook, making the start tonight. Reese, the goalkeeper, and Regan, his younger brother, playing in the midfield tonight. No, not really, Ethan. Grenada is actually pretty close to South America, if my geography is serving me right. Or actually, I'm thinking of Trinidad. Grenada, I've got to pull up a map, but I think it's a ways south of Jamaica. Although you could be right. I have to strengthen up on my Caribbean geography, as I was mentioning last night. But yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, Grenada is actually pretty close to South America. I suppose I was right. Yeah, so Grenada's way down south in the Caribbean. It looks like the only Caribbean island south of Grenada is Trinidad and Tobago. So yeah, it's in the southern part of the Caribbean. Yeah. You'll be watching Olympic golf on? Cool, cool. Really, Nate? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You got Figueroa's autograph when he played for FC Dallas. That's really cool. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. He's now with the Houston, I believe, the Dynamo. And so is Boniek Garcia, who's also starting tonight for Honduras. No goals, a quarter through the match. And Grenada have it. I will say Grenada's numbers are very hard to make out. I don't know who came up with the idea to make green numbers on yellow kits. Yellow and red. It's just not a good combination. Here is Tyrone Sterling. Sterling finds Norburn. Oh, and that's a really nice first touch down the right wing. Benjamin Etienne delivers the cross. And the touch went well over the bar from Felix Crisanto of Honduras. He does concede a corner. Could have easily been an own goal scenario. It's a really nice first touch from the 18-year-old Etienne to set up this chance. Or no, that was actually Regan Charles Cook, my apologies. And Charles Cook will be heading over to take this set piece. First corner for Grenada tonight. Exactly, Ethan, exactly. The numbers are the only issues. The number is the only issue. Other than that, those are some sweet uniforms. They even got the socks red and yellow, I should say. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Here's the outswinging corner kick, bouncing ball, and the one-time shot is cleared off the line. Wow. A goal line clearance, second chance, but the header straight to Luis Lopez. Multiple opportunities. But Grenada somehow can't find their first goal. Yeah, the reaction from Oliver, that was that was Omar Beckles, the center back, all the way up on the corner kick, and the reaction said it all. But Honduras had someone at the near post. That was Diego Rodriguez to clear it away, and if he wasn't there, Grenada would be on top. Who do I got winning, Nate? I've got Honduras. I expected Honduras coming into the match to win this one with ease. But, hey, anything can happen in Gold Cup. And we're seeing that early. Grenada have actually had the better chances. And they could be in business here. They have it in the midfield. On the near touchline, it's Tyrone Sterling. Sterling back to A.J. Patterson. And now Norburn. He'll send it back to Reese Charles Cook. Yeah, I'm hoping Grenada wins too. That would be a cool upset story. That would be a really good upset to see from a neutral's perspective. What's going on? Debo, I appreciate you tuning in. You're live betting Grenada. There you go. There you go. Well, we all know who you're pulling hard for tonight. 27th minute. Here's a through ball. Great slide tackle. But it's won back by Honduras. This is held by Solano. Edwin Solano. Out wide. He finds Crisanto. Crisanto's cross floating in the air for a while. And the header goes wide. As that opportunity came on the far side for Boniek Garcia. Your dad is from Honduras, so that's why you're cheering for them? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we had another viewer whose parents are from Honduras. Very good. Yep. Yeah, I don't have a connection to either of these countries. I'm just a Gold Cup fan in general. I enjoy tuning into the tournament. And oh no, Charles Cook makes a mess of it. And Honduras are there to capitalize. Jerry Bankston with the steal and the goal. Honduras say thank you very much. It's really a gift for Jerry Bankston. And Honduras grab the lead in the 28th minute down in Houston. What a costly mistake from Reese Charles Cook, the Grenadian keeper. Just a routine back pass. And the first touch wasn't that good. The second touch made it even worse. He just got it all wrong. And it's Honduras in the lead. A costly mistake there. And Jerry Bankston, the leader up top for Honduras, grabs the opening goal. What a mess. But as I say, Honduras won't care one bit. They just care that they got that goal. A great crowd for Honduras tonight as well. Loyal fans staying for this late start. And that was a rough one for Grenada to swallow. 60 caps for Bankston for Honduras. 22 goals now. And Honduras get that all-important first goal. Yes, you caught on to that, Ethan. I do. Yes. It's thank you, Karam, for tuning in as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, very late start time. Indeed. The game's at Houston, Karam. So, yeah, a 10:20 local time start. That was due to a 2-hour lightning delay for the opening match in this doubleheader. So that's why they're playing this one real late. Thank you, Back Doe Jr. for tuning in over on Twitch. Unfortunately, I can't show the game due to copyright reasons, as this ball is crossed in all the way through to the far side. It comes. Honduras are now coming alive after that opening goal. I can't show the game, unfortunately, due to copyright reasons. YouTube and Twitch are very strict with that. So I would if I was allowed to, but I can't, unfortunately. If you are from the United States, this game is being shown on Fox Sports 1, and I believe Tuduene in Spanish. Well, Nate, he couldn't pick up the ball there because his own teammate passed it back to him. But he should have just cleared it one touch. But yeah, he wasn't able to pick it up because his teammate passed it back to him, or else that's certainly what he would have done. But even so, he should have just cleared it one touch. No reason to dribble there. It will be a Grenada free kick, 31st minute. How will they fight back? Yep, it is on FS1 indeed. You are correct, Nate. And here is the free kick taken. Honduras looking to clear. Grenada back with it. And this to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Reese Charles Cook, who made that horrible blunder. Honduras win possession back. Yep, it is in Houston, Ethan. Yep, it is. In the midfield, it's Flores. And now Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez, the starting right back tonight for Honduras. Boniek Garcia. Alvarez once more. Honduras seem very comfortable in possession at the moment. Yes, Vaughn, I am planning to do the U.S. game against Martinique on Thursday. Yep, I'm looking forward to it. This cross cut out, the block there from Benjamin Etienne, but it did go back off of Rodriguez, or was he offsides? I believe Rodriguez was actually offsides, so it will be a free kick for Grenada. That is the case. So, yeah, Vaughn, I will be on the call for U.S. Martinique on Thursday. Definitely looking forward to that. You have to go down to Fresno on Thursday. Okay, Fresno, California. Yep, right. Cool. What for, if I may ask? Because there's a challenge just outside the box. A blatant foul. Free kick awarded. Or no, rather, a goal kick has been given. Wow. So the Mexican referee, Fernando Guerrero, says fair play as the contact came from Benjamin Etienne. Solano couldn't believe a free kick wasn't given. And I was surprised as well. Yep, this game is at Houston Dynamo Stadium. Yep, BBVA Stadium. It's a nice stadium there that they've got for a trip. All right, cool. That's awesome. A reminder that the Gold Cup continues tomorrow night. The action gets started at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, when Trinidad and Tobago square off with El Salvador. And then in the nightcap, a game I'll be on the call for at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. It's Mexico against Guatemala. 34th minute, Honduras looking for a second goal. Shot from the edge of the box, deflected over. It will be a corner. The effort there coming from Minor Figueroa. It was Berkeley, a guy pong with the block. Oh, really, Vaughn? All right. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, hope she gets better soon, man. Yes, the Gold Cup final is Sunday, August 1st. It'll be in Las Vegas as that whipped in cross goes all the way through for a goal kick. You can see the idea from Flores, but the execution just wasn't quite on display. Around 10 minutes left in the half. But yeah, the Gold Cup final is August 1st. The possession in favor of Honduras, to no one's surprise, 61 to 39%. The shot 6-5 Honduras, however. The opportunities have been split down the middle just about. The shots on goal, in fact, are 2-1 Grenada. Honduras, one shot on goal, found the back of the net. And that was off of a bad mistake. It really should still be a tie game. That's all right. That's all right, Ethan. You're going to be at a beach house then. No, I completely understand that you'll just have the play-by-play. That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate you tuning into my broadcast for sure. And here is Flores. Ahead for Walter Martinez. Do I like the FC Dallas Stadium? Yeah, I think it's a cool stadium. The U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame is there too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a nice place. The Honduras fans are waving their flags. They're having a good night. They don't care how late this game started, as we close in on 11 p.m. local time. It's a nice 1-2. Surely offside, though. The flag down for now. And that's a nice 1-2. Solano take it out. But no penalty. A clean tackle, according to the referee, from Benjamin Etienne. We've seen him and Solano go at it tonight. It'll just be a corner kick in the end. And yeah, the referee got it right. That was beautifully done by Etienne, making sure he got the ball. And in fact, a goal kick has actually been awarded. I'm not sure if that's the right decision. Well, I thought so first, Nate, but looking at the replay, I think that was a clean challenge from Etienne. I do. I know you have some bias being a Honduras fan, but no, I think that was a clean challenge from Benjamin Etienne. Ref's very questionable. Yeah, that's nothing new in CONCACAF. There's some, let's say, poor officiating in CONCACAF, some questionable decisions by referees in CONCACAF. It can be wild. That's turned over by Honduras, and Grenada looking for a chance on the counter. Driving forward is Norburn. Norburn squaring the pass, but that's taken away by Davy Flores. No, I wouldn't say so, Nate. I mean, MLS referees are fine, I think. Like, I've seen way more controversy regarding referees in, the CONCACAF Champions League or CONCACAF Gold Cup, CONCACAF World Cup qualifying than I have in MLS. MLS, I think the referees are pretty good, to be honest with you. But there's also some MLS referees who officiate tournaments like these, Gold Cup, but not a ton. As this pass is settled along the end line, it was a cheeky little idea by Walter Martinez trying to chip it over the defender, but ran out of real estate, and it'll be a goal kick. Yeah, hopefully, Vaughn. Hopefully, your little sister, your older sister, I should say, gets better. I certainly hope so. Thoughts on NFL refs? I mean, some are pretty good. I feel like it's mixed in the NFL. There's some good officials, and then there's some downright bad ones. But I don't feel like it's anything egregious when it comes to NFL officiating. At times, there are some questionable calls, for sure. I don't feel like on a consistent basis it's horrible. As that near post shot is saved, parried away by Luis Lopez. 5 minutes left in the first half. It will be a Grenada corner kick. The shot there coming from Jacob Berkeley, a guy Pong. No, not at all, Karam. I don't think Brad Stevens is the right man for the job when it comes to the GM. No, I think it's silly how they put him in that role. I thought they should have just got rid of him entirely, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll give him some time, but not much. Martinez into the middle. The Grenada corner kick immediately cleared by Honduras, an injured player. And so he'll be sent out of bounds by Kevin Alvarez. I swear there's about 4 or 5 Honduras players with the exact same hairdo. That's not helping me out one bit. In fact, it's actually Alvarez who's down for Honduras here. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing some decent moves, I suppose, Karam. I mean, as I said, I'm not going to blast him right away, but I just don't agree with the Celtics making him the GM. But it is what it is. Yeah, Honduras does love blonde hair, don't they? Man, that's definitely confusing me a lot with like half of the team sporting that same hairdo. Minor Figueroa for Honduras has had 169 caps which is the most caps in international men's soccer history, by the way. Fun fact. Meanwhile, real concern for Kevin Alvarez, who's being put on a stretcher. And off he goes. It does seem like a significant injury, and I'm not sure he'll be able to continue by the looks of it. Yeah, FC Dallas do need a new coach. Yeah, I agree, Nate. I agree. You're a Raptors fan? Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about Udoka, in all honesty. But hey, I have faith that he'll be a good coach. And so Alvarez is being evaluated on the area behind the goal. He is back to his feet. It's a left shoulder injury. He is on his feet now, and it doesn't seem to be as serious as perhaps anticipated. And it looks like he may be able to continue. Yeah. I don't know though, Ethan, because Alvarez has actually just re-entered, so it looked like a possible broken collarbone at first, but he goes from being stretchered off to right back on the pitch. Here he is on the ball. Yeah, maybe not. You're a Warriors fan, really, Nate? Even though you're an FC Dallas fan and from Dallas, I presume. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Boston, so I'm a Boston sports fan for everything. So Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, Patriots, and Revolution. Yeah, I know Vaughn's a Warriors fan since he's from the Bay Area. That's a giveaway. Grenada quick to react. The pass to the middle was sent away by Norburn. And we are seconds away from first half stoppage time in Houston. It is officially Wednesday here in the Eastern time zone. The clock struck midnight 5 minutes ago here on the East Coast. So happy Wednesday to all of you. And Bankston was called for offside. 2 minutes will be added on to the end of this first half. Yep. I knew that with you, Karam, for sure. Warriors are going to get Kawhi? You think so? Wow. We'll see. Oh, really, Ethan? That's crazy. Wow. Your teams are the Raptors, Blue Jays, and Falcons, even though you're from Jersey near Philly. Okay. Interesting. Closing moments of this first half. It was a good delivery from the right wing, but Luis Lopez was alert, quick off his line to claim that ball, and now Honduras on the rush. Alexander Lopez, or rather Flores going down. He touched it last. It will be a throw-in for Grenada. Yeah, I heard that news about Kawhi. Yeah, Philly fans can be pretty crazy, can't they? Long ball forward from Reese Charles Cook. Honduras win it back. And the header one, nicely done by Aaron Pierre. 15 seconds to go. Oh, wow, Nate. All right. So yeah, you and Ethan like teams from all over the place, huh? And that will do it for the first half. Not a super eventful opening 45 minutes, but the key moment was a poor giveaway and a costly mistake from the Grenada keeper, Reese Charles Cook. He made a hash of it, and Bankston was there to capitalize, and that's why Honduras have the 1-0 lead at the break. I'll be back for the halftime report right after this. Stay tuned. It's late night CONCACAF Gold Cup action from Houston, Texas. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. Honduras leading Grenada 1-0 at the half. And the reason they do have the lead, Honduras, is because of a huge mistake. But before that, going over the first half highlights, it was actually Grenada with a real good chance 25 minutes in from point-blank range. A goal line clearance off of a corner kick. It wasn't a bad shot, but Honduras had someone at the near post. That was Rodriguez. And his header to clear kept Grenada off the board. And then minutes after that, it would be a mistake to forget for Reese Charles Cook, the Grenada goalkeeper. A poor first touch really put him into a dangerous situation, and the second touch only made things worse. Jerry Bankston was there to cash in on the mistake and put Honduras up by a goal. Meanwhile, earlier today, it was the opening game in Group D, Qatar against Panama. Nothing really happened in the first half. The second half, meanwhile, was a whole different story. Qatar would take the lead, Afif with the opening goal. Minutes after that, Panama would garner a response to tie the game at 1 apiece. And then about 2 minutes after that equalizing goal, Qatar's advantage would be reclaimed. A real nice finish to the far post. However, 58th minute, Panama once again would fight back for another equalizing goal, a near post finish. And then, of course, there'd be more drama to come. 61st minute, a penalty kick awarded to Qatar. And how about the Panenka? Yes, the Panenka from El Eidos. However, in the 74th minute, Panama would get a penalty themselves. This game just truly had it all. And the penalty would be converted. A really well-taken penalty kick by Davis. Upper 90 into the top left corner. And so Qatar led 3 times, and Panama came back on every occasion to get the point. Honduras in the live table atop the group on 3 points. Qatar and Panama with 1 point, and Grenada at the bottom with none. So what a game that was earlier between Qatar and Panama. How are you doing, Rohan? I appreciate you tuning in. You didn't get the notification. Yeah, sometimes the notification doesn't go through for whatever on YouTube. I don't know why. Yeah, it's late night where I am, 12:14 in the morning. This game started late. Who do I think should get this year's Ballon d'Or? I'm going to say Messi. Winning Copa America, I'm going to go with Lionel Messi. No controversy there. After the break, I'll look ahead to the United States' second game in the Gold Cup. They have Martinique in a few days' time. I'll look ahead to that after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Earlier today, it was Qatar in action against Panama. Qatar, a guest team in this Gold Cup. And of course, they will be hosting the 2022 FIFA World Cup 496 days away from the start of that World Cup in Qatar. Can't wait. Meanwhile, tomorrow it's a Group A doubleheader. Trinidad and Tobago take on El Salvador at 7:30 Eastern. Then at 10, I'll be on the call for Guatemala, Mexico. Meanwhile, on Thursday, Group B takes center stage. The day gets started at 7:30 when Trinidad Haiti take on Canada. And then I'll be on the call for Martinique and the U.S. at 10. Yeah, most certainly, Nate. I'm super excited for the World Cup. The countdown's on 496 days away. After the break, it's back out to Houston. Late night action in the Gold Cup as it's Honduras 1, Grenada 0. Welcome back to live coverage of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. The final two teams to play their first game of the tournament, Honduras and Grenada. And we are set to begin the second half as we head back to BBVA Stadium in Houston, Texas, the location for this matchup. Which club should you follow in the different leagues, Rohan? You mean like the top 5 leagues in Europe, or like, what do you mean? I'll tell you the clubs I follow that you should follow too. In MLS, it should be the New England Revolution. In Liga MX in Mexico, it should be Tigres. And then when it comes to the top 5 leagues, Chelsea in the Premier League, Real Madrid in La Liga, Dortmund in the Bundesliga, Inter in Serie A, Lyon in Ligue 1 in France, and then you should certainly follow Porto in Portugal. Yeah, there you go. there's some suggestions if you got all of that. Both teams back on the pitch. It's 11:23 p.m. local time. This game's going to end past midnight. It's 23 minutes past midnight where I live. But hey, it's the summer. I've got nothing going on tomorrow morning, so why not some CONCACAF Gold Cup action after dark? Well after dark, for that matter. So here we go. Grenada will kick off in the second half. They're going from left to right. Honduras attacking from right to left. Underway in the final 45 minutes from BBVA Stadium. And this will go out immediately for a Grenada throw-in. It is Houston in the summer after all, so even though it's 11:24 at night, it's still 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And the humidity is up there at nearly 100%. So it's still a very muggy night, as it typically is, no matter what time of day it is in Texas at this time of year. That header won by Benjamin Etienne. Grenada trying to play direct early in the second half. And that was a late tackle. A foul called against Honduras. The whistle came immediately as the challenge was delivered by Boniek Garcia, taking out Regan Charles Cook, the brother of the goalkeeper Reese. It will be a free kick to Grenada. Well, if Grenada can get a goal early on in this second half, that would certainly make this match very interesting. You were off a bit. What do I think about what? The question? You were off for a bit. Okay, you didn't hear my answer. Okay, got you. No, I was just excuse me. I was just asking if you were asking about like which clubs you should follow in. Were you wondering like the top leagues in Europe, or as this ball is headed around and now cleared away? All right. Hold on. I'll be right back, everybody. There we are. Sorry about that, folks. I just had to handle something quickly. I am back as answering your question, Rohan. Thanks, Quinn, for joining in late night here. I'll get to your question in a moment, Quinn. First, I'll get to Rohan's question. So the teams I would recommend you follow in the different leagues as Grenada take the corner kick, and it's a ball bouncing down at the penalty spot, and they just couldn't quite get a shot away as it's cleared out by Honduras. But yes, I'd follow Chelsea in the Premier League first and foremost. Real Madrid in La Liga. Dortmund in the Bundesliga. Inter in Serie A. And then in Ligue 1, I'd follow Lyon. So those are my recommendations. Going to your question, Quinn, for why don't I call Revs away games anymore? I try to acknowledge the comments. The reason is that there's been just big soccer tournaments going on this summer. So, and I'll be back to calling Revs games. Definitely by the end of the summer, like towards the end of August, or even middle of August to the end of August, I'll be back to calling Revs away games. But with the Euros, Copa America, and now the Gold Cup all taking place, I love all of these international soccer tournaments during the summer, so that kind of took center stage for me. But I will be back to calling Revs games. I will. No worries, no worries. That ball floated forward, cut out by Honduras' center back, Minor Figueroa. This game started 2 hours, or just about 2 hours after it was scheduled to, due to lightning, which pushed back the first game of the night between Panama and Qatar. And now here's a burst of speed forward. Back it comes with Figueroa. And Crisanto with a through ball, and it went all the way to the edge of the box, but off his line. And right there was Reese Charles Cook. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Quinn. Yep, you were the OG. I definitely have to give that to you. You were an OG for sure. I wouldn't say it's taken off, but oh, and look at this. Honduras with a breakaway chance. It's a 2-on-1, and taking it all himself is Alexander, or rather it's Solano. It's Edwin Solano for Honduras. And the second goal has come for the favorites. And the Honduran crowd erupts in Houston. Well, Edwin Solano wanted to take this all himself, and that's exactly what happened. No pressure from Grenada. And then not a counterattack, but a breakaway chance opened up for Honduras, and Edwin Solano certainly could have passed it across, but instead he decided to take it all himself. A nice finish at the near post, and Honduras have a commanding 2-0 lead. That's just a composed finish right there from Solano. And the celebration from head coach Fabian Coito certainly signals a celebration of relief in a way. There is VAR, remember, and there is a question as to whether or not Solano was in an offside position. It was certainly close. But from the few angles we've seen, it looks like he just might have been a tad bit offside. I'm not sure. But no, VAR took a look, and apparently he held up just enough. And so the goal stands. Edwin Solano notching his first career international goal. Yeah, I'm with you, Quinn. It looked offside based on the replay. Maybe it wasn't the best angle that they were showing, but no. I'm with you, Quinn. But apparently he was on. There is VAR, but onside he was. And so Honduras have a 2-goal lead. Thank you, Arthur, for tuning in. Yeah, they do have VAR, Arthur. This is the first edition of the Gold Cup where VAR is in use. But yeah, I don't know. That looked offsides based on the replays, and clearly you guys think so as well. Yes, looking back at the comments, you did meet me in the Champions League final, Rohan, and yeah, the rest is history. Yeah, the Twitch hasn't been growing as much as YouTube, Quinn. Twitch is all right. It's kind of inconsistent, to be honest. Some streams I get a decent viewing, and some are very poor, but that's all right. YouTube has turned out to be the go-to place for my viewers, which is a-okay. But Twitch is an alternative option for others also. 55th minute of play and a questionable goal from Edwin Solano that certainly could have been called offside, stood, and so it's 2-0 to the Hondurans. The Honduras fans are just making more and more noise as we get deeper and deeper into the night. We're less than half an hour away from the clock striking midnight in Houston, where this match is taking place. And this pass up the sideline intercepted. The steal by Omar Beckles. And that was taken away by Honduras, but Davy Flores just couldn't quite keep that in play. Oh, really, Quinn? Really? At most, maybe 10, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Twitch is a bit strange. At least for me, the views are wildly inconsistent. I don't have many followers on there, especially compared to YouTube. Best teams in CONCACAF, Rohan, well, that's undoubtedly Mexico and the United States. Those are the two big guns, I should say, in CONCACAF. And then, a tier below them are the likes of Costa Rica, Honduras. I'd put Canada up there as well now. Maybe even Jamaica. Those teams, have a shot at competing for this Gold Cup title, but are definitely outsiders. But yeah, Mexico and the United States are the class of CONCACAF, time in, time out. In fact, the U.S. and Mexico have won every edition of the Gold Cup except one, and that was when Canada won it in 2000. So Mexico and U.S. have dominated the competition, historically speaking. Panama are another team who I can give a shout to that could make a run in this tournament. This ball floated ahead just beyond the reach of Diego Rodriguez, who was all the way upfield for Honduras as their left back. Yeah, exactly. It's the same with me, Quinn. I mean, I don't check the viewers while it's going on Twitch, although once in a while I do. But yeah, it's usually 0 to 1 viewers there. But then sometimes it's randomly like 10. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, you just have to hit the algorithm exactly, which is difficult. Yep. Here's a switch of the point of attack for Grenada. And that is a foul against Honduras. Rodriguez taking out John Brown, it looked like. Once again, I apologize for not being able to identify the Grenada players well. For whatever reason, someone came up with the idea to put green numbers on a yellow uniform. So that wasn't my idea, but that's a commentator's nightmare. It's not easy to read their numbers. And point taken, it was actually Berkeley, a guy Pong, who was taken down for Grenada. Although he was certainly going down whether or not the contact came. He helped the referee out with that decision. Yes, Quinn. That is not a green screen, by the way. I know it looks like one. That is actually my ping pong table down here in the basement. Yes, my little knee hockey arena back there was taken down a few months ago to put the ping pong table back in place. But yeah, the ping pong table is upright because at some point we're going to bring it up into the garage for the summer so we can play in there. It just hasn't happened yet. But yeah, that's what that is. And now we will see the first substitution of the match. And in will come McQueen for Grenada. and he will replace Pierre. So McQueen on for Pierre, and it'll actually be a double change from Grenada. If I'm not mistaken, as we reach the hour mark in Houston. And yes, it will be another substitution for Grenada that Coach Michael Finley makes. And that will be Charles coming off and Noel Williams coming in. Wow, Noel Williams is tall. I don't have his exact height. But he looks like a tall guy. So that's a double change from Grenada. Honduras yet to make a substitution. No, his first name is not Lightning. His first name is actually, hold on. I just had it. I wish it was Lightning. Yeah, they do have similar colors to Rusty's. All right, here we go. His first name is Alexander McQueen. Yeah, it certainly looks like it, Nate. It looks like Honduras are on their way to victory. Once again, I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. This game was supposed to start at 9:30 Eastern time. It ended up starting at 11:20 because of lightning. So, but hey, I've got nothing going on tomorrow morning. So, or I guess this morning now. So why not enjoy some late night Gold Cup action, late night, early morning? I always enjoy this tournament. Looking forward to the U.S. in action again on Thursday. Honduras win it in the midfield, and this could be a good opportunity, although it's cut out quickly. The steal there came from the substitute, Alexander McQueen. Here is Berkeley Ajapan into the middle. There was some good ball movement there from Grenada, but the last touch was off the mark. And now it's handled by Kevin Alvarez, who earns a throw-in. Yes, actually, Nate, I do plan on going live for the Honduras-Panama game on Saturday night, I believe that is. And yes, you are correct, Quinn. Yeah, it's 11:40 p.m., Rohan, or 11:41 p.m. in Houston. It's 12:41 a.m. where I live. I'm an hour ahead of their time zone, because I know it's morning for you, Rohan, in India. And here comes the first Honduras change. Bankston, the goal scorer, the first goal scorer, will come off, and it will be Romel Kyoto coming in. Kyoto, of course, plays in MLS for Montreal, 48 caps, 8 goals for Honduras. And Albert Elise, a former MLS player, set to come on. In fact, this was his home ground when he played with the Houston Dynamo. Elise on for Martinez. And that results in a roar from the crowd with this game being in Houston. Elise has had 47 caps, 11 goals for Honduras. And so those are the pair of substitutions made. Yeah, I know, Quinn. I know. I called a couple of games at the beginning of the season. I'll definitely be calling more once the fall comes around. I'll be calling a lot more Red Sox games at the tail end of the regular season, and then I'll be hopefully calling at almost every playoff game for the Red Sox. That's for sure. It's a long season though, so you know, I usually my summers are dedicated to international soccer tournaments. But no, once the Olympics end, pretty much, I'll definitely be doing a lot more Revs games, Red Sox games, etc. For sure. Yeah, I am getting your treatment today, Rohan. I know the Euro game started at 12:30 a.m. for you, so yep. Hey, this is I guess me preparing for the Olympics, where I'll be up at strange hours to watch some games. Let's just put it that way. Here's a Grenada free kick. It's in a promising position. Can Grenada get on the board? Here comes the strike, and it's just over the bar. Not a bad effort from Norburn. Just too far out in the end for the Grenadian. By the way, since I'm calling a Grenada match for the first time ever, got to give a shout out to a Grenadian legend, Shawry Joseph. He was my favorite player for the New England Revolution back in the day. I actually got to meet him, and he now coaches the U15 team for the New England Revolution, in fact. So Shawry Joseph still involved with the Revs, and he's from Grenada, as a matter of fact. And that's a nice touch. Here comes the cross, glancing header away, but on out of the box. This is tapped back by Lopez. Here comes the shot, just over the bar. An ambitious effort from Davy Flores. Or rather, Lopez, and Honduras are hungry for a third goal. Of course, in Gold Cup, goal difference is the first tie break. So for this tournament in the group stage, there's a reason. Even if the game seems out of reach for one team, both teams will still be going after it because goal difference is vital when it comes to the tie break. And Albert Delis trying to dribble through the Grenada defense. In the end, it was cleared away. That's possible, Quinn. I might try that, doing some random sports. I'm not sure if pickleball's an Olympic sport. I know table tennis is. Yeah, maybe. I'll probably be sticking to the sports I'm more used to. I plan on calling men's and women's soccer, men's and women's basketball, softball, baseball, and maybe even some tennis. But I may do a stream, 1 or 2 streams where I try out a different sport. We'll see. But then again, I'll be precisely picking the games I watch in the Olympics because I'll be getting some sleep and then waking up. I can't be up all night for the Olympics, so I'll be picking which games I wake up for. But yeah, it should be interesting. The Olympics are always a fun time, so I'm looking forward to it. As that pass is turned over by Honduras, we're midway through the second half now. And in possession is Omar Beckles. Beckles through the middle. Good combination play. No foul called, however. But Honduras unable to capitalize. It's quickly won back by the underdogs, who are trailing by 2-0. This is settled on the near side. Now comes the cross to the far side. Now a shot. Oh, it just glances wide. That was a real good chance for Regan Charles Cook. And he knows it. That's a fair point, Quinn. That's definitely a good point. Yeah. I definitely had some interesting experiences, I'll say, commentating my high school's field hockey team, swimming team, and wrestling team. I don't know a whole lot about, I know a little bit about those sports, but commentating is a whole nother thing. So I had some experience with those. It's good to get experience with a little bit of everything, as you say. The shot's 9-8 Honduras. So despite Honduras having the 2-goal lead, Grenada have put up a good fight. They just haven't been able to find the back of the net tonight. And now Honduras looking for a third, cross to the back post. And coming in at just the right time for Grenada was Benjamin Etienne. I'll tell you what, Etienne was listed as a forward, but he's done a lot of dirty work defensively. He's been playing like a defensive midfielder. 70 minutes played just about as we go deep into the night from Houston, Texas. And after this game comes to a close, match day 1 will be in the books in the Gold Cup. And then it'll be back to Group A for match day 2 tomorrow night. No. I just don't have don't have a ton of familiarity with those sports. So, I might have embarrassed myself now and again with commentating, certainly swimming, where I didn't have that much of a clue of what was going on. I tried to understand the point system, but I was all sorts of confused. Oh, and track and field. That's confusing to commentate because there's so many different events going on. I had to do that once. So no, nothing too crazy, but like I have had some bad blunders, and I don't like making mistakes. Of course, I try to be on top of everything. And knowing every rule and all the players and stuff, but it's tough with some of those sports that I was talking about. And Grenada will make another change. Well, I typically stay up pretty late, Rohan, especially in the summer. Berkeley, Ajay Pong will come off for Frank. Meanwhile, the guy who almost scored moments ago, Regan Charles Cook, will exit for Lewis. So those are the substitutions by Grenada. Yeah, that is true. Quinn stays up late publishing articles. As Sadrell Lewis, who just entered for Grenada, has had 23 caps, 7 goals. Definitely a player who can make an impact off the bench. Yeah, for all of you tuning in, make sure you check out BostonSportsWave.com. BostonSportsWave.com, that is. You won't regret it. If especially if you're into Boston sports, that's the website Quinn runs. You'll see some articles published by me on there as well. Happy to contribute for Quinn on Boston Sports Wave. And yeah, he's up late publishing articles day in, day out. By the way, Honduras have committed 12 fouls tonight, just 3 for Grenada. And that cross sent in is handled by Luis Lopez. It was Noel Williams, the substitute, delivering the service. Yeah, there you go. There's Quinn's IG handle. Yeah, Rohan is a cool guy. Appreciate you guys tuning in, especially at these odd hours. As I mentioned earlier in the telecast, this is Grenada's first Gold Cup match in exactly 10 years and 1 month. So, first time since 2011 they've been in the competition. Just their 3rd appearance in CONCACAF's regional tournament. There was a heavy challenge. No foul called. It'll be kicked out of play, however. Boniek Garcia is the man down. And now he slowly gets back to his feet. Garcia has played 129 games for Honduras, 3 goals in that span. And he also plays for the Houston Dynamo in MLS. This is his home field. It's his 10th season with the Dynamo as well. Long-time player. He and Figueroa both play for the Dynamo. And so these are familiar stomping grounds for each of them. Of course, they're both in the middle of their club seasons, but are now away from the Dynamo for this Gold Cup, just like we see with a ton of U.S. players, like Matt Turner, for example, on the Revolution, and Tajon Buchanan. Buchanan for Canada, Turner for the U.S., both on my team, the New England Revolution. They're on Gold Cup duty right now. 15 minutes to play, and that through ball gets past the feet of Frank, and Lopez will roll it out, or rather throw it out wide. And as I alluded to, Honduras U23 side will be heading to Tokyo. In fact, they're probably already there for the Olympics. I don't want to remind myself, but they did beat the U.S. in Olympic qualifying. I was on the call for that heartbreaking match. And yeah, it's Honduras' 4th appearance in the Olympics for men's soccer. Of course, men's soccer at the Olympics is U23. How about a bit of jazz from Omar Beckles? Fancy little pass. This game's still within reach for Grenada. But that's a poor pass over the end line. That's been the problem for them tonight. It was Etienne with that pass this time. Just 18 years of age, the youngest player in this tournament. And Grenada, they've had some good combination at times, but the final execution in the final in the attacking third has just been lacking. It's Etienne's 3rd cap for Grenada. 3 players in the starting lineup tonight for them are making their first international appearance, so it's a very inexperienced side. And that's shown a bit tonight, as that is off of Tyrone Sterling, who was looking for the foul, didn't get it. Where are these games available, Rohan? In India, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I could try to look it up. Here in the U.S., all the games are shown on Fox Sports. In India, I'm not sure. I can look it up. It looks like Honduras are going to make a couple of more changes. All right, here we go. According to this, it doesn't look like it's televised in India, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, Rohan. So yeah, I'm not sure if you have access to it in India. Unfortunately, that's a shame too. The Gold Cup's a good tournament, as Honduras will make another change. In fact, 2 changes, as Leverone comes on for Rodriguez. And coming off as well is Boniek Garcia, and it will be Acosta entering. It'll actually be a triple change from Fabian Coito here. Yep, Acosta, another FC Dallas player, as you say, Nate. And Benavidez will be the 3rd and final substitute here in this change. He'll come on for Solano. Edwin Solano, who scored the 2nd goal for Honduras. A great individual effort. His night comes to a close. So the 2 goal scorers for Honduras are now off. And Grenada also make a change. Etienne, who seems a bit injured, exits, and it's Theodore coming on for him. 80th minute. Is there still some life for Grenada? Here's the ball floated towards the back post, headed back. Here's the shot, save made. What a chance for Grenada. They've had multiple good opportunities. And McQueen denied from point-blank range. It was a crunching tackle, but no foul was called, and Grenada off the turnover, nearly able to find the back of the net at last, but the save made by Luis Lopez. Just not enough accuracy from McQueen on the shot. Yeah, it was a pretty solid save, but McQueen had to pick a corner there. I mean, he pretty much shot it at Lopez, but there was plenty of pace on the strike. And here come Grenada again. A little slip up there, but regaining his footing momentarily was Noel Williams, but now it's given away. And here come Honduras at the other end. This is Albert Elise. Elise on his right foot. Square ball in traffic. It's kept by Benavides. And now to Flores. Or rather, Lopez. Lopez now into Flores. Albert Elise, the one-touch pass. And looking for the whistle, but not getting it, was Kyoto. And Grenada know that time is against them. They're trying to work quickly. And yes, you are right, Nate. It's officially midnight now in Houston where this game is being played. It's 1 a.m. where I live. And so happy Wednesday to the Central Time Zone now. All right, sounds great, Quinn. Awesome, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, you as well, man. Keep up the great work with Boston Sports Wave. And I appreciate you tuning in. Don't blame me for heading to bed. I will be right after this game. So I'll see you around, Quinn. Have a good night. And now it's a through ball. Honduras may have a chance. The cross is cut out. And it will be a Honduras throw-in. Last touch from Patterson, the center, one of the two center backs for Grenada. No problem, Quinn. Oh, and that's a great ball over the top, but a heavy first touch. Albert Elise could have been in on goal, but the first touch was a bit too heavy. And it will be a goal kick. Albert Elise, by the way, who, as I mentioned, played with the Dynamo in MLS. He's now playing with Boa Vista in Portugal, my father's homeland. And Reggie Cannon also on Boa Vista. So Cannon and Elise club teammates with a small club in Portugal. Boa Vista just staved off relegation. They barely survived this past season to stay in the first division of Portuguese soccer. And now this ball played ahead, but Frank just lost control at the end. That's really summed up the night for Grenada. You just subscribed. I appreciate that greatly, Nate. Thank you so much. Yeah, if any of you enjoy my broadcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. I love calling games. And look at this. When it comes to Gold Cup goals, in the first 6 games, there were 14 goals. Okay. Tonight, 8 goals. It's been goals galore tonight. Most of them, in fact, 75% of the goals came in the earlier match between Panama and Qatar. Kind of wish I did that match instead, but hey, it's okay. That was a 3-3 thriller. And then 2 goals so far from Honduras. And they're in pursuit of a third, as that's sent out a play by A.J. Patterson. You thought it was going to be 8-0. I know. Look at the live standings. Honduras, if this result holds, will be atop the table in Group D with 3 points. Qatar and Panama each with 1 point, and then Grenada with none, of course. So Honduras looking to be in good shape. That Honduras-Panama game should be good. And then Qatar, really a wild card team. As this through ball sets up a chance, and there's the one-time finish. Honduras grab a third goal, and it comes from none other than Leveron, the substitute. He came in just a few minutes ago, and Honduras have found a third in the 85th minute. And that should seal the 3 points. This was great ball movement from Honduras. Perfectly weighted ball into the path of Leveron. And Leveron, with the outside of his left foot, able to slot that one into the far corner. That's a beautiful finish. A Luka Modric-esque finish. He did get tripped afterwards by the keeper, Reece Charles Cook, but Leveron is just fine after that goal. 3-0, now the score. And Honduras will seal the victory. Thank you, Warworks Music, I should say. I apologize for tuning into the stream. You just need 2 more goals. We'll see about that. But it is Honduras with a commanding 3-goal lead now into the wee hours of Wednesday morning in Houston. And as I mentioned earlier, goal difference is important. It's very important. And there's a steal. Honduras could once again be on the break. The takeaway by Elise. And now Elise, the pass ahead. It's really opening up now. A chance for a fourth, and Honduras have it. Another goal, and it's Romel Kyoto. Well, how about that? 4-0. A pair of goals in about a 2-minute span, and Honduras are cruising now. This game just completely opened up, and Honduras are certainly going out in style tonight. Their substitutes particularly just making an immediate impact. Elise setting up Kyoto in a very composed finish to make it a 4-goal lead in the 88th minute of play. Well, Grenada, they just haven't protected the ball well. They've turned it over cheaply, and they're not a very organized team defensively either, and they've been exposed to one of the better teams in CONCACAF tonight. 4-0. Nate is loving it. Romel Kyoto in 48 caps, now 9 goals for Honduras. He has 8 goals in MLS for Montreal this season. And Honduras are hungry for more. They want to rack up that goal difference. This is Elise. Edge of the box, step over move. Poked out of play. It will be a corner kick. Well, let's pull up those statistics once more. In the first 6 games of this Gold Cup, just 14 goals. Tonight, we've had a total of 10 goals between the Panama-Qatar 6-goal thriller and then the 4 goals in this one from Honduras so far. Yeah, that's right, Nate. Now in 3 meetings between these two sides, Honduras have outscored Grenada 15-1. It's been completely lopsided. And now another chance. And that cross just flashes across the face of goal. And all the way out for a goal kick. Benavidez with the service from the right wing. And there you go, Warworks Music. You need just one more. It may happen. It may happen. We're seconds away from second half stoppage time. That's settled by McQueen. He loses possession, however. There won't be too much stoppage time. Maybe 3 minutes, perhaps 4. Let's see what the verdict is. It will be 3. So 3 minutes added on to the end of the second half. Honduras well on their way to victory. That pass is turned over. Yep. And will that be a foul? No. Going down too easy was Noel Williams. And well, it was a night well worth waiting for after the 2-hour or near 2-hour delay to start the night due to lightning in Houston. The Panama-Qatar game was a thriller, 3-3. And then this game, it's been quite the display from Honduras. A reminder that on Thursday, the U.S. will be back in action when they face Martinique, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific. I will be on the call for that one. Oh, I greatly appreciate that, Warworks Music. Thank you so much for the kind words. Practice does make perfect. Absolutely. I try to get as much practice as possible. I also call games for my high school, which is great, getting experience on air, on TV. So, yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. About 90 seconds left, and a foul called. Acosta, the guilty one. I should be a soccer commentator. Yeah, I mean, I love a lot of sports, to be honest with you. I'm a huge fan of a lot of different sports. I've been soccer heavy this summer with all of the international tournaments going on, but I am a big fan of a variety of different sports. So yeah, I just try to get practice with a whole lot of different sports to, get as much experience as I can with different sports. But yeah, I do love commentating soccer. It's a whole lot of fun. I have a passion for the game. What's my favorite? That's tough to say. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I apologize greatly. My dog was scratching at the basement door. She needed to go out. So I apologize. You are correct, Nate. That is it. It's all over. Honduras finish on top of Grenada. 4-0 the final score. I appreciate you guys tuning in, as that's all from Houston, Texas. And going back to your question there, Warworks music. I don't really have a favorite, to be honest with you. I love them all, to be honest. So that's what I'll say. That's what I'll say on that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's late night. I'm heading to bed. I'll see you guys next time. It's been a fun night in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. In fact, thank you, Cuero y Salado, for tuning in. Yeah, great win for Honduras. It's been a great night. In fact, we had 10 goals between both of the matches. See you guys next time.